Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of Supernatural Season 5. And Santa was very generous to me this year. Da-na-na-na. I don't know if you can see it 'cause it's very glossy, but my parents slash Santa brought me the complete Blu-ray set of Supernatural Season 1 to 15. And I am so excited. You can see on the back is the beautiful boys there. Oh, I love it. I was really excited when I opened it. I mean, part of me is like, oh, I want to go home and just like sit down and watch all of them because I was with my parents at the time. And I just want to sit and watch the rest of the episodes because I've got like obviously the next 10 and a half seasons in there. But obviously I know for you guys, I have to be patient. Be patient, bide my time and watch them one episode at a time with you lot, which I'm really enjoying and I'm excited to jump back into it. But it is good to know that I've got all the box set now so that I can rewatch the first 4 seasons. I can maybe watch it with my boyfriend and just at some point once I finish the whole show eventually, I can sit and binge watch through all of it again and re-experience all the trauma, the demons, the monsters, the heartache and the boys and just appreciate it all over again. So it's an amazing present. Thank you Santa / mum and dad. Amazing gift. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to put it on my shelf. So at least for now, it's going to sit right there, right behind my shoulder, watching over me, ready to be watched in the future. But yeah, I'm just really excited that I got it all. It was so unexpected. I wasn't expecting it at all, especially because I'm only at season 5 of 15. I thought it might be something I might buy for myself at the end of the show. But I'm really excited to have it. Oh, I'm so excited to rewatch it, especially in like really good quality as well. This is going to be really weird for any of you guys watching on YouTube like a couple of months down the line because it's literally just after Christmas now. And obviously for you guys, it'll be like February, maybe. But hey, you know, if you want to watch ahead, there's a Patreon link in the description box. Back to the episodes. So last episode that we watched together was The Song Remains the Same, and that was about Anna going back in time to kill, or to stop, not to kill, to stop Sam and Dean being born. That might have meant killing Mary, stopping them conceiving, things like that, some way to break them apart. She failed in the end. I think the Archangel came and killed her. And it was a shame because I actually really like Anna. But there was also hints, because I read a synopsis again to make sure that I remembered everything, that, because she said she escaped from the prison, but I think, did Castiel say something? He wasn't entirely sure that was exactly how things went down. He thought maybe there's something more to it. But it was really cool to see Anna again, even though she died. We got to see a different Uriel, we got to meet another Archangel, and it's all just slowly coming together, building up towards the finale, because they talked about Cain and Abel, and Sam and Dean were destined to like be these two vessels. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes, and just to jump back into it, because I shit you not, when I opened that present on Christmas Day, part of me, for like a few seconds, in my head was like, oh awesome, next time I'm at home I can binge watch the rest of Series 5, for a couple of seconds till my brain switched back into gear, because I know December's been a bit of a hit or miss month for me for uploading, because of life, but for a few seconds I was like yes, and then I was like no, because I have to wait and watch it for recordings and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into it. This episode is called My Bloody Valentine, because obviously Jensen was in a movie called My Bloody Valentine, which you guys on Patreon at least know that I did a reaction to it, the whole movie, finished the movie reaction, pressed save, the whole file just glitched out and I lost all of it. But good movie, not the best slasher movie by any means, but quite a fun, easy to watch family movie, slasher movie that's quite, you know, harmless. Like it's not a complicated one, it's just played by the numbers but with a good twist at the end. But yeah, I'm interested to see what this is about. My Bloody Valentine, maybe someone killing people on Valentine's Day, or cutting people's hearts out, or trying to trap people online for like dates and then killing them. Because I don't think it's going to be related to the film at all. I think it's just going to copy the same name. But we'll have to wait and see what it's about. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode, the reaction, and if you're enjoying my reactions to Season 5 so far. And hopefully from now on, at least, because I'm recording this end of December, the recording's going to go back to more of a normal routine. But if you, in the future on YouTube, are probably like, what's he talking about? Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's jump into Season 5, Episode 14 of Supernatural, My Bloody Valentine.
I had a really good time tonight, Russell.
Russell's cute.
Alice. Can I see you again? Sunday, maybe.
Yes.
I just don't want to be alone on Valentine's Day.
Oh, they're gonna have sex. Oh, you can see their eyes change and it's lost.
I'm sorry, I don't want you to think I'm the type of person who just...
No, I should apologize.
It's like something's taken over them. Oh, Russell.
I respect the crap out of you right now.
Shut up.
I'll tell you. Something bad's about to happen, obviously. It's supernatural, of course it...
Your neck. I think I bit you.
Vampires?
It's okay.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't think the vampires. I feel like something's
So empty.
like a spell.
Me too.
Oh god. Yeah, yeah. I don't like this. Oh, some of those sounds are very graphic. Not cool. I can imagine it was not a pretty sight to walk in on.
But Russell wasn't?
I think he was, mostly. Except he was still sort of chewing a little.
I feel sick.
She was a nice girl. And I'm talking like a nice girl. Like she still had her promise ring, if you know what I mean.
She was a virgin.
Virgin.
Premarital. I used to wonder how she did it. I mean, you know, didn't do it.
Oh, something really bad must have taken over then. I'm thinking spell right now, like a witchy poo spell.
I mean, these two started eating and they just kept going. I mean, their stomachs were full. Like Thanksgiving dinner full. Talk about codependent.
Blech. Awful.
Well, I mean, we got our feelers out. Not much more we can do tonight.
Where am I going?
Dean, it's Valentine's Day. Your favorite holiday, remember? I mean, what do you always call it? Unattached Drifter Christmas?
Something very appropriate, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, be that as it may, I don't know.
Oh.
Guess I'm not feeling it this year.
I guess like with the end of the
So you're
world.
not into bars full of lonely women?
I guess not.
Man, she's got you on a leash. Not on a leash, Brad. She just wants to know where I am. She just wants to know that you're whipped. It's not like that. Oh, yeah. It's like, whoosh, Brad.
Jim,
Oh god.
Holy crap.
where were you?
I know. It's just, I had to.
You can't choose work over me, Jim.
I won't.
It's like some weird love spell.
Due respect, but honestly, bro. Whoosh.
What are we gonna do, Jimmy?
I don't know, baby.
Didn't expect
whatever
that.
we do, but I think I have an idea. How we can stay together forever.
Yes. Oh. Hello. He's obviously someone important.
I pulled the organ sets and sent off the talk samples.
Great. You mind if we take a look at the bodies?
Not at all, but like I said, their good and plenties are already Tupperware.
Super.
Please, gentlemen, refrigerate after opening.
I like him.
Check this out. Looks like some kind of letter.
Is it a Nokia?
Oh, no.
What?
I think it's Enochian.
Look at me go.
Angel scratches?
So what are they? I mean, what do they mean?
It's a mark of union.
Cupid?
This man and woman were intended to mate. Okay, but who put him there? Well, your people call them Cupid.
A what?
What human myth has mistaken for Cupid is actually a lower order of angel. You mean the little flying fat kid in diapers? They're not incontinent.
Wait a minute. You're not hungry.
What's wrong, Dean?
Oh. What? I'm not hungry. Then you're not gonna finish that. Manifest yourself.
I mean, I'd love it if he appeared and it was someone in diapers. I know you said they're not incontinent, but that would just be like the weird, funny supernatural twist that they would pull off.
So where is he?
Oh,
Here I am.
I mean, I might not be far off.
Hello, you.
Oh, is he naked?
Your target's the ones you've marked. They're slaughtering each other. What? They are?
He doesn't know.
We know.
So Cupid's good
Okay,
people.
we know you've been flitting around, popping people with your poison arrow, making them murder each other. What we don't know is why.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, cutie. And a cuddle.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I was just on my appointed rounds. Whatever my targets do after that, that's nothing to do with me. I was following my orders.
So he's doing this right thing, setting people up.
Please, brother.
And someone, probably the guy that was in the morgue,
Read my mind, you'll see.
is killing them. Or getting them to kill each other.
Yeah, the union of John and Mary Winchester, very big deal upstairs. Top priority arrangement. Are you saying that you fixed up our parents? Well, not me, but yeah. Oh, it wasn't easy either. Ooh, they couldn't stand each other at first, but when we were done with them, perfect couple. Perfect. Yeah.
They're dead.
I'm sorry, but the orders were very clear. You and Sam needed to be born.
So he died from a Twinkie binge?
Well, after he blew out the band around his stomach, he filled it up till it burst. When he could no longer swallow, he started jamming the cakes down his gullet with a toilet brush. He was ramrodding a can.
That's grim.
Yeah, all right, I'll see you in 10.
Yeah, okay.
It's that guy again. He's important. Some good cheekbones.
I can smell you.
Okay.
Winchester.
You alright, Sam? Oh, the blood. Don't do it. Shit, no.
What the hell was that?
It's a human soul. It's starting to make sense.
Now what about that makes sense?
Is Cassie
When did you start
becoming
eating?
human?
Exactly. My hunger. It's a clue, actually.
For what?
It's suffering from hunger. Starvation, to be exact, specifically. Famine.
Famine?
He's a horseman.
As in the horseman? Great.
It's quite interesting, actually. I really enjoyed these horsemen so far.
Since when do angels secretly hunger for White Castle?
It's my vessel. Jimmy. His,
He's not eating for years.
appetite for red meat has been touched by famine's effect.
That wheelchair. I've seen him in something before. Oh, he looks so familiar. What's he from?
And great will be the horseman's hunger, for he is hunger.
I mean, he's powerful. Scary. I kind of love the fact that he's just this old guy in a wheelchair. He just doesn't move, doesn't really say a lot.
He had the knife. I lost it.
But I'm
You're gonna die, brother.
There's another
You're gonna
one.
die.
I won't be 10 minutes.
hungry! No!
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Angel, I can stop anytime.
He's hungry for the demon blood. Okay, I get it. What's Dean hungry for then? He's like not doing his normal stuff.
I can't. I think I'm hungry for it.
Hungry for what?
You know.
Demon blood? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta get him out of here. You gotta beam him to like Montana, anywhere but here.
It won't work. He's already infected. The hunger is just gonna travel with him.
Well, then what do we do?
You go cut that bastard's finger off.
Quickly.
The guy's been dry for the last 20 years. But this morning he left work, went home, and drank himself to death.
It's famine.
Pardon?
Poor guy.
Could you give us a minute, please?
That makes me sad. I really like him.
Someone trussed you up for us. Boss says we can't kill you. I bet we can break off a few pieces.
I love that. What did they expect to happen? No, Sam, don't. God.
Get him off! Get him off!
Wait your turn.
Karis.
Oh.
Oh, America, all you can eat all of the time. Consume, consume, a swarm of locusts in stretch pants. And yet, you're all still starving because hunger doesn't just come from the body, it also comes from the soul.
It's funny, it doesn't seem to be coming from mine.
That's one deep, dark nothing you got there, Dean.
Yeah.
You can't feel it, can you? Not with food or drink, not even with sex. Broken you are. How defeated you can't win, and you know it, but you just keep fighting. You're not hungry, Dean, because inside you're already dead.
That's dark, though, isn't it?
Go.
Sammy, no.
You'll never die from drinking too much. You're the exception that proves the rule, just the way Satan wanted you to be. So.
Good. I mean, using your powers off, Steve. Not good.
You don't want them. And I'll have them.
Right, while he's busy doing that, cut his finger off.
I'm a horseman, Sam. Your power doesn't work on me.
You're right. But it will work on them.
Yeah, he's going to pull them back out. More send them to now. Okay, that hurt a lot. I'll cut his bloody finger off. Come on, Dean, stop faffing. Yeah, back there again. We learned from last time, got to just leave him to get through it. The last time, trusty, I let him out. So.
That's not him in there.
It's sad that he's going through this again, because it wasn't even his fault, like he was under influence of a horseman.
Please. I can't. I need some help. Please.
It's a good step. Asking for help is the first step. Oh. That made me really sad. Okay, that was my reaction to Supernatural Season 5, Episode 14, My Bloody Valentine. And it did what Supernatural does a lot recently. I actually quite like it, is when it starts off appearing to be sort of a Monster of the Week episode. We see a random cold open, these people die. Like in this one, it was they were eating each other whilst like having sex, and it was gross. And a few other bodies start to appear, and we're like, what's going on? Something spooky. And then it slowly starts to tie into the overarching mythology. Then we learned there was Cupid was there, and then it was a horseman was there, and there was Sam with the demon blood, and It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I hope people like this episode because I had a great time with it. Partly because Famine was awesome, but I'll get to that. But yeah, I do like how it did start off like a Monster of the Week because I love Monster of the Week episodes, and it kind of got me hooked into what's going on, and it slowly starts piecing back to everything else that's going on with this season with the angels and the apocalypse and the horsemen and all that. I thought that was a really good twist to kind of link it back through, so that you're kind of getting your fill of Monster of the Week whilst also getting your fill of mythology at the same time. But those deaths were really gross. Like that one at the beginning was awful to watch. Part of it was the sound effects of the biting, the flesh ripping off, the blood splatters. And I know a lot of it is just psychological, because I like watching gory things. But there was something about the way they did that which really turned my stomach. And then when they were talking about the guy who ate all the Twinkies and how when he burst his gastric band, he kept on eating and eating. When he couldn't eat anymore, he was forcing it down with a toilet brush. I mean, just visually, I'm glad we didn't get to watch that because that would be gross as well. And I quite liked that they went quite dark with it. And then when we met Cupid, it was really light-hearted, and Cupid was this funny naked guy. He was hugging them all. He would like burst into tears quite easily, very emotional. I liked that. I thought that was a good juxtaposition against the dark deaths. But obviously we learned that Cupid wasn't a part of that. Cupid was setting them up like he's meant to. That's his job. There's cherubs, and they go and make people fall in love, like John and Mary. And it was just that something else was going on as well. And then we met Famine. I loved Famine. I've definitely seen the actor of something before, and I'll have to put it down below what it is when I get around to doing the edit, I think, because there's something specific. I can picture his face very specifically, but I liked it. Like I say, I really liked that it intonates that all the 4 horsemen that we're going to meet presumably are going to be different, and not just like 4 white dudes, or 4 dudes, sorry, because I don't know the ethnicity of the first guy, but just 4 just middle-aged dudes in suits. There was obviously the guy who was War, who was awesome. Famine, who was like an old guy in a wheelchair with oxygen tubes, and something about that made it even creepier. The fact that he couldn't get out of the wheelchair, he couldn't walk, he couldn't do a lot, but he had this power to make everyone hungry around him, and not just hungry for food, hungry for sex, for love, for attention, all these things which made people do different crazy things. And so it was showing that Sam was hungry for the demon blood, Castiel/Jimmy was hungry for red meat. There was a lot of people that were just hungry physically for food, people that were going at each other for sex. And obviously I'll get on to what that meant for Dean, because he wasn't having any reaction to it in a bit. But I just thought the fact that he was so powerful and just sat in this wheelchair, being this creepy old dude, was great. And I really liked that. I thought that was a really good twist on what you kind of would envision. If someone said to me, right, we're going to have a Famine as a horseman, he's going to be a person, who would you cast? Just having some kind of like older, elderly person in a wheelchair with an oxygen tube would be the last probably thing I would think about. I don't even know what I would do, maybe just some overweight guy who eats a lot, or someone that is like a flashy celebrity kind of person that's hungry for attention all the time, something like that. But I thought what they did was really good. Now, Sam drinking the demon blood was really sad to watch, because we know that it wasn't that he gave in because he couldn't handle it. He gave in because he was under Famine's influence. It wasn't just like a normal encounter with demons and he just gave into it. There was other factors to it, so it was hard to watch him give into it, although he did use it eventually to help stop Famine, which was great. And then we saw him at the end in the room at Bobby's, going through withdrawal, going cold turkey, which it's just never nice to watch, especially given the events of season 4, what we watched him go through then. It was just really difficult. And a really funny effect, like I say, on Jimmy, Castiel, watching him eat the red meat was funny because it was just so not Castiel. So they played like really dark and emotional with Sam, funny with Castiel, and just really sad when it came to Dean. Because part of me was like, what is going on? He's not eating the food. He's not going out and having sex like he would want to on normally on Valentine's Day, by the sounds of it. And obviously he was saying, I'm fine. Obviously he's not fine. Obviously he's not fine, because it's Dean. I was like, what's going on? Is it just that he's struggling with everything that's going on with the apocalypse and all that? And then when Famine was around and everyone else was having an effect of it except Dean, I was like, is he having an effect that we don't know about yet? Is there something that we're going to find out about? So yeah, for Dean, the reason he was having no reaction to Famine, no hungers for food, for sex, or the usual vices that he would normally go for was because there's just nothing. Like, he doesn't want for anything. And not in a content, like, I'm just happy, I don't want for things. In the kind of the opposite. Like, nothing is going to make me happy. Nothing's going to fill that void that I have. Nothing is going to make me feel I don't want anything, because essentially it's like a depression, isn't it? Where people don't want to get up and out of bed, or like some forms of depression anyway. Like, nothing makes them happy because of the mental health problems. It's kind of like that, like death. Famine said, there's like a black hole inside you that nothing's going to fill. And that's just really sad. Because, like, I know there's 15 seasons, and I don't know what's going to happen over the next 10 and a half seasons and the rest of the season or whatever. Obviously nothing good, because it's supernatural. But I just want these boys to get to a point where they're communicating a bit better and just not constantly going through all this personal, emotional trauma all the time. I know that's not going to happen. And I'm going to get comments like, well, obviously that's not going to happen. I know that. But I guess, like, just because of what they've been through already in the 5 seasons, and the fact that Dean's at this point of nothingness, that really kind of hurts to watch. And I just want him to be, again, not happy, because I'd like him to be happy. I know it's not going to happen fully. But just not here. I'm hoping that once the Apocalypse storyline resolves itself one way or another, him and Sam become a better team. That Lucifer and that threat might be out of the way. Maybe end of this season, coming into season 6. Maybe Dean will have a different kind of outlook on things, a different sort of mental space that he's in. Because I know, obviously, with other shows that I watch, no spoilers for other shows in case you're going to watch them in the future, but there was a character in another show that I watched on this channel who's been depressed down for a long time, people trying to help them for ages, and it just never ended. It didn't end well. They didn't help him. He had the ending that he wanted with his depression and stuff. I know that's probably not the route Supernatural's going to go down, but it's just not nice to see anybody like that. But at least he asked for help at the end. He asked someone up above for help. And I know from my struggles with mental health in the past, with anxiety and things like that, where the best way to move forward is to ask for help. Even if you don't necessarily get that help, just that process of asking sometimes can be a weight off your shoulders. Because I've talked about it in the past, I think on this channel, maybe a long time ago. Did I talk about it? I know when I first asked for help with my mental health, it didn't end up going very well because of the place that I asked for help. Kind of fucked me about a bit, but just that I've reached out, I've spoken to people, I'm going out, I've realised there's a problem, I've admitted there's a problem, and I've asked for help. That took such a weight off my shoulders, and that helped so much more than I could have expected. That, yeah, the fact that Dean's asked for help, I'm hoping, is a good sign moving forward. So yeah, what this means for the rest of the season, we're on episode 14 now, so we've got, 8 episodes left. I think there's 22 episodes this season. Around 8 episodes left anyway. We've got 2 more horsemen to meet. We know Death's around because he got brought out at the end of the mid-season finale. Death's around somewhere. So we had war, we had famine, pestilence, and death. We still got to meet. As we reach towards the finale and the vessels, potentially someone saying yes to one of them. I'm looking forward to it, I really am. And I'm hoping to get back into a swing of recording again, moving into the new year, to get videos out a bit more regularly again. And yeah, I can't wait to watch the rest of the season so I can get ready to binge watch through all of that. I mean, I might do after series 5 because I know those 1 to 5 was the plan. What I might do is binge watch 1 to 5 again on my own time because I can. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this episode. I thought it was really good. Some funny moments, some really sad moments, some gross moments. But great to meet Famine. Loved it. Thanks for watching. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to my channel if you've not already. And there's a Patreon link in the description box down below if you want to watch a full reaction to this episode, as well as the next few in advance if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of Supernatural. Bye guys. Stay safe.